Hey guys, how's it going? It's the Crypto Lark here. Today I am so excited to sit down with Tony from the YouTube channel NEM with Tony. Surprise.
Hey guys.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, since Tony is really, lives and breathes the NEM blockchain, I'm so excited to sit down with you and to have you tell us, a bit about it, from a technical perspective, but also to get some of your insights on the ICOs and different projects around it. So why don't we start with a fun, easy question? You can tell us about, what got you involved with NEM and why you love NEM so much.
Okay, so to start, hello guys. Nice to meet all the audience of yours. And I started by reading some articles online about NEM. I was very curious and interested about it, so I just jumped in the GitHub, and the first thing I saw was the Nano wallet, which is the main wallet, desktop wallet, and I saw that in this wallet there was a lack of translation. I mean, it wasn't complete, so first thing I did, I just started doing the translation, and that's how I wrote it. So later I was starting writing some articles explaining how Nano Wallet works. I'm a software tester, so I was doing some reports. And I started my own YouTube channel to explain how this NEM works, because I really like it and I think it's very sophisticated but easy in the same time.
Awesome.
So that was it.
Awesome. Great. And one thing I did want to ask you about is that, you're harvesting NEM, and I want, to kind of explain that process a little bit for anyone who isn't harvesting NEM, and maybe just tell us a bit about your results. How successful is NEM harvesting for you?
Oh man, that's the hard question to ask on the beginning, because harvesting in NEM isn't so profitable, because first you need at least 10,000 ZEM vested on your wallet. How vesting works? Let's say you have 100,000 ZEM. You are transferring it to your own wallet. You bought it, you're transferring it from the exchange. And after the first day, you will have like 10% of your unvested ZEM will become vested. So first day you will have 10,000 ZEM vested and 90,000 ZEM unvested. Second day it will be 19,000 ZEM vested and 81,000 ZEM unvested. And so on, 10% every day from unvested. So if you transfer 10,000 ZEM, which is like minimum, you to wait like 50 days just to vest it, and it's not so good if you want a fast return. But anyway, this harvesting don't give you too much return, because I have like 20-30,000 ZEM vested. It depends, and I'm getting blocks like every one. Few ZEM, so it's like cherry on,
Yeah, it's a nice little bonus, but it's not like it's not as solid as some coins that give 5% annual returns or anything.
Yeah, exactly. But there is idea of supernode here in NEM, and at this point it was pretty easy to get it. It's only 3 trillion ZEM to get the supernode. So a few months back it was affordable, because we know ZEM move like few thousand times up, and it was affordable for people, and it's like pretty good living out of your supernode. You can afford that. So. Wow. So if you have 3 million ZEM, no problem. But with 10 kilo ZEM, it's not that good.
Yeah, it's
like pennies.
That's it. Now that ZEM costs, what is it? Probably about 25 cents per ZEM these days. Like buying into that supernode would be pretty
like
expensive.
$1 million.
Yeah. You really have to be dedicated to the cause to get in there at that kind of level. Wow.
But I know people that paid for it like $10,000, and they are like getting so much gems. Like now it's like 300 daily or something. So
That's amazing.
yeah, it's a lot.
That's amazing. Now I think I read something, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I saw something like harvesting pools.
Yeah, it's not so profitable because here in NEM you can make multi-signature account, and you can even do multi-signature account to create super node. But it's not so safe because you still need some kind of escrow on that service, because having multi-signature by 3 people, and let's say 2 are together, and it's still not so safe. So I wouldn't recommend doing it without any escrows or something like that. So it's possible, but it's not so safe by in this particular use, because multi-signatures are very good. I use it. I tell people to use it, and I'm popularizing it in my audience, but it's not for every use. Sometimes you just need to use escrow services or have some kind of middleman, and to be safe.
Yeah.
We don't want to trust people too much.
Well, that's it. There's a lot of dishonest things happening in the crypto space, unfortunately, because it is such new and largely unregulated industry. And I know that in the crypto space we have this kind of reaction like, regulation, but there's got to be things in place that stop people from stealing other people's money. And so that's a fair point, I suppose. And one thing I guess we can lead into from that is really talk a little bit about, I guess, China and what's happened with ICOs, and maybe we can mention a little bit about the ICOs that have come and are coming on the NEM blockchain.
Okay, so there is this problem that currently many countries are trying to regulate ICOs. And this regulation is coming to life as just banning all ICOs, because we don't have any regulations on it currently. And it's a worldwide trend to just standardize those ICOs. And we see on NEM there is currently a big ICO that in the pre-ICO phase they gathered like $30 million. And it's called KOMSA. This is the Japan project made by the company that is hiring NEM developers that created NEM Core. So they are very close to the NEM ecosystem, and they are trying to create the project that will standardize those ICO, and they will regulate it that all the funds will be vested, and projects will be able to gain it by completing some milestones. So now when you are investing in ICO, you know that your money is going to be in the way that the ICO company is telling you that they will spend. So you need to trust them anymore, because all this money will go to the data which will be on the middleman, and they will issue this money if the milestone will be achieved. And so those funds will be possibly written in form of smart contract or something like that on blockchain, on Catapult. We will see.
This is such a great thing, because I'm actually going to do a video here pretty soon about the dangers of ICOs and how there's so many of these ICOs. They come out, they promise a lot. Some of them are just straight scams. Some of them really don't have a good plan. They don't have a viable working product. And of course, that's what's exciting about NEM, is that it is this viable working great blockchain already, one of the most secure in the industry and all that stuff. But to see them working with really reliable players like KOMSA, it's going to add so much value to the NEM blockchain moving forward.
Yeah, it's right on the clock with those attempts to regulate ICOs, so it's like on time.
That's it. That's
So
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
The
anyone,
timing couldn't be better.
that's it. People who watch my channel know I'm always talking about the Coinmama ICO. Like, guys, it's coming. It's a really exciting one, and not just because it's on NEM. You know, that's something to point out as well. But you know, the NEM ICO, NEM-based ICOs have been just really exciting projects in general, and Coinmama is definitely no exception to that.
Yeah, and they today released the information that the other $30 million in pre-ICO, and ICO didn't even start, because pre-ICO you needed to have like $100,000 to invest. You couldn't have less. So man,
That's it. That's
so
it.
big.
I remember seeing the pre-ICO, like, oh, I might participate in that. $100,000.
Nope.
Yeah. But that's great. That's actually super exciting, and that shows that people are investing in it. I can imagine a lot of Japanese investors are investing in it.
Yeah, and many venture firms from Japan invested because they see the potential of the Coinmama as the company, not the ICO, but as the company behind it. So yeah, I'm super into that. And speaking about those Chinese exchanges ban, now Japan is taking China place in the rankings. So you know, NEM is huge in Japan, and it's also this will be the issue for NEM, as the Japan is coming up and taking the place of China. Because NEM is one of the top coins there in Japan. They are huge there. I know some people on Twitter that I follow, and they are doing like this volunteer work to distribute some kind of funds on the street.
Yeah, I see that. Like they go to the metro and just like give out
exactly.
NEM flyers and stuff. It's great.
Yeah, and they are creating some graphics. You know, those half-naked girls with NEM logos on their on their clothes. So NEM in Japan is huge, and I think it's a bright future for NEM.
That's really exciting too, actually. It's a good point to point out, you know, how important it is in Japan, because Japan has been such a major player in the cryptocurrency space, and you know, there's developments coming. I don't know if you've seen this, but you know, 2 big Japanese companies are investing heavily into Bitcoin mining next year. And I know that's not relevant to our NEM conversation necessarily, but you know, Japan is making themselves that forerunner. You know, now that China's having issues, it gives Japan that space to really step in, and NEM, like you said, can definitely be one of those projects to take it to the next level.
Yeah, okay. And NEM private blockchain is already running in some Japanese companies. The Hitachi is the biggest one. I heard about it from long, but they were even doing some proof of concept in one of the Japanese private banks called like SBI Japan Bank or something like that. I don't know the correct spelling of it because it's Japan, but they were doing this proof of concept, and they are developing all of this stuff with companies in Japan. So they already have some testing, and I think now they sit and just created this project. I think it's already created. They are just polishing it. So it's almost complete. They said they will release it before the end of the summer. So 2 days left.
There you go.
But maybe that will be a little bit late. But anyway, I think it will be huge, because they took all those knowledge from testing it in those companies, and now they are creating another product based on the first NEM core, which we have today, built on Java. And they are rebuilding it using C++, and this is called Catapult project. And yeah, I think that's the biggest project on NEM, and I just can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's really exciting, that there are constantly these innovations happening with NEM, and it's constantly moving forward. It's amazing that it's kind of not worth more in a sense, and it has been moving. I mean, like I said, we've seen a 3,000% growth just this year in the past 3 or 4 months.
Because they said they will release the catapult, so so that's why it was so huge increment. This catapult word is like magnet, and I think it can solve some real problems like scalability of blockchain, because I heard from some sources that it may have even up to 10,000 transactions per second in private chains. So I think it's faster than Hyperledger and all of those private blockchain. And it's not so good as Visa Coin, because they are doing like hundreds of thousands transactions per second. But as a blockchain, it's very close. If they reach these 10,000 transactions per second, it will be huge.
Absolutely. Now, of course, they'll have to keep upgrading as well. I know Ethereum, for example, they're looking at trying to get a million transactions per second with the upgrades they have coming. Yeah. So it's a constant arms race in the blockchain space. But I don't think that there will be a one winner. I think there is a space for few blockchains for different uses, and I don't think there will be just one winner like Bitcoin or Ethereum. I think there is a space for every coin that's doing something different and doing it good. So doing it well. So I don't think there will be one winner of this arms race. Yeah. No, Tony, I 100% agree with that. To be honest, a lot of people look at the crypto space as some kind of zero sums game. If Bitcoin wins, Ethereum has to lose, and it's not like that. Actually, there's going to be, like you said, multiple blockchains that move forward. And look, not every coin is going to be a winner. There will be some losers eventually, but there's space for a lot of winners. There will be NEM, there will be Ethereum, and 10 others working in the space, competing for business, and that's great. That's great.
Exactly.
NEM's so well placed right now, in East Asia to go to Japan, to be working in Malaysia, to work in Singapore and Indonesia, and now they're coming to Europe on tour, which is really exciting. I talked about this, Lan Wang's going on tour. I love this, man. It's it's like concert season. So you're actually going to be meeting with these guys pretty soon, right?
Exactly. I will host the Warsaw meeting. Warsaw is the capital of Poland, where I live, and Lan Wang is coming here on Monday. Just to, it won't be a talk. It will be a conversation with ex-COO of one of the European private banks, Enrique Molero. So they will talk about use of blockchain in banking system, because Lan Wang is he just derived from fintech. He was like fintech guy in the beginning. He was investing in .coms and heavily interested in money transfer and all of those applications. And they will talk about use of blockchain in banking sector. So I think that will be a very nice talk, and of course it will be live, so I can even send you a invitation to watch it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, that's really cool. You're going to post it live on your YouTube stream.
No, it won't be on my YouTube, but on the Meetup channel. But anyway, it will be live, so I can, of course, I will publish the link before.
Yeah,
and NEM team is currently traveling around Europe, as you said. They talked today with Vilnius Major, and NEM is sponsoring professional basketball team from Lithuania. They like 500,000 euros to sponsor them. and they are heavily known now in Lithuania. And the persona of Tony G, who is the ex-poker player and now Euro Parliament member, is also interested in them, and they are like working together, Lon Wong, Tony G, and Jeff McDonald, on some projects based on NEM. And also this week there will be a Berlin meetup as well with Lon Wong. And as I said, Monday will be meetup in Warsaw, Poland, and then the guys will come to Moscow. So the whole tour around Europe.
Nice, nice. That's super exciting. You know, I love seeing this because when these guys are out there, when they're out there meeting with people like you, going to Russia and meeting with, you know, the Russian version of you, you know, and
there is no Russian version of me.
Oh, that's good. That's good. The space is still so wide open, you know, and it's so exciting because, you know, they're out there making these relationships. They're out there, you know, meeting with people, talking with people, and, you know, bringing people in. You know, so I really hope that your meeting with those guys goes really well on Monday. You know, yeah, like I said, you know, post a link for us in your video. You know, when you come up to it, and let us know. We can follow along. You can give us the updates afterwards. I think it's really exciting, really exciting indeed.
I love it so much because we are like in the moment of changing the history. If this blockchain thing is the real thing, I mean, if it can solve the problems, like we are into it now. We are into this state of creating this product based on blockchain that may have revolutionized the transfer of money and, you know, bring the people together. And yeah, I just love it.
Same.
So
same.
I'm super happy about that. And what can I say more? You said something about you said something about Malaysia, because there is a huge news that NEM is building. I mean, they already built the blockchain center there in Malaysia. It will be like Google office, you know. There will be some center of excellence for people that want to build something on blockchain, and it's all sponsored from NEM Foundation money. And yeah, it will be huge office space to work on the blockchain solutions, mainly based on them, and they are planning to build more of those centers in Europe, in America, maybe in Africa, you know, on all continents. So
I think Warsaw would be a good place to have a NEM center.
Maybe.
Lon Wong, put one in Warsaw.
Yeah. Exactly, and yeah,
and I just want to get your
overall.
I did want to ask you one thing. We haven't talked about Dimcoin yet, and we're running a bit short on time. But I wanted to ask you because I never really had a chance to look very in depth at Dimcoin, and so maybe you can give us a little rundown on, you know, what Dimcoin is, because this is a NEM blockchain based currency, correct?
Yes, something like that. They created the token and coin. Coin will be like the currency that will be available on the exchanges in, I think, November, December, something like that. I talked with the members of the team, and they said November, December is the real date. So it will be launched on the exchanges. The ICO is already over, and the tokens is the way you can gain like the coins in the provisioning of this system. So it will be some kind of payment system, and they are going to create the platform to trade fiat money to currencies or to other fiat money based on their coins. So there will be one coin called Dimcoin, one coin called dollar Dimcoin, and they will have like value of the real fiat money. And you will be able to change the tokens for other tokens and then exchange it in the real money. So
nice.
because now you need to keep all your money in the exchange, and I think it will somehow revolutionize this trading of the cryptocurrencies and fiat money. But they are also planning to run the credit card, some kind of banking system. So yeah, I'm into it. I'm waiting for news. I know the guys were already in India buying some offices and some developers. So I think we should wait and see what they will do with the money they gathered. I'm always open. So if they do something good, that's great. If not, NEM is also planning to create its own exchange. It will be based in Australia, so you will be able to trade all tokens of NEM on this exchange. And as we know, Australia is making some regulations that the tax of pay for transferring the cryptocurrency to fiat is now somehow lowered. I just read it today.
Yeah, there was a double tax before. Yeah, so you paid tax when you bought and you paid tax when you sold. So now, yeah, they're eliminating one of those. So essentially, half the tax on your crypto transactions, which is great, of course.
So that's nice because they are doing it in Australia. So
great. Well, Tony, I'm gonna have to let you go. Be conscious of your time, and I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to have a chat with us.
Yeah, and thank you for inviting me, because I like your channel. I think I was looking at your comments because how YouTuber is good by seeing its comment section, and the talk in your comment section was really encouraging, and people were like curious, and there wasn't any trolling, and I love your comment section. So people in your community, you build it well, and that's why I like your channel. And you are in a good vibe. I know you are into the technology, not only the money behind it, and that's why I like your channel.
It's the revolution, man. Okay. It's the revolution. Guys,
exactly.
So the channel is NEM with Tony. Go check it out. If you want, Tony's even more of a NEM enthusiast than I am, so go check out this channel, guys. Subscribe to his channel, follow along. You're going to get so many great updates on NEM from Tony's channel, so go check it out. NEM with Tony. It's an awesome channel. I'm subscribed. You guys should subscribe too.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Tony. Been an absolute pleasure chatting.
Exactly. Bye.
Bye.